Hi, welcome to Low Carb Spin. I'm Karen.
And I'm Therese.
Today we have a family favorite.
Coconut cream pie, but we're making it in bite-sized tarts.
Let's go.
Well, we're going to get started with our crust for our little tarts. Everything's going to go into the food processor. It's super easy.
We have some almond flour.
We'll dump all the dry stuff in first.
Coconut flour. Xanthan gum. Powdered monk fruit. And let's just give that a pulse.
We've combined all our dry ingredients, and now we're just going to add the wet. We're going to pulse these in a little bit at a time. So we're starting with cream cheese.
Mm-hmm. And some frozen butter.
Oh, yeah. Now this was frozen and cubed. So we're looking for coarse crumbs.
Mm-hmm. Now we're going to add a whole egg. Dump that in. And then for the last ingredients, it's a combo. It's lemon juice and also some white vinegar. And then we're just going to pulse that around till it's combined and it's going to form a dough.
Mound it into a ball on our paper here. And then we're going to wrap it. And we're going to chill it. So our dough is chilled and it seems kind of firm, so I think we're good to go.
We'll make for easier rolling.
Exactly. My assistant. So we're going to roll it between the two, I want to say parchment paper, not
Silicone mats.
Yeah.
When I do the regular parchment paper, it starts wrinkling up, and then I have like lines and cuts going through it. And
I haven't done it like this, so yeah, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, got to put some elbow grease into it.
Yeah,
to get it nice and thin.
Don't need to go to the gym.
Well, when I put the parchment paper down, it was also sliding across the countertop.
It's not perfect. The parchment paper, that's for sure.
And I didn't like the way the parchment paper reacted on top of the silicone mat. So I'm like, let's just do it without. And we'll just see.
And their thickness we're aiming for.
The dough makes about 12 muffin rings. I don't know what size cutter this is. Probably like a 3.5 compared to the size to fold it in. It's not going to be as high as a regular muffin. I think it works out great. So probably, I don't know, like a little less than 1/4.
Okay, how are we getting here?
Let's see. It's going to go over here. And the other reason why I like the silicone mat is because you can go like, well, sometimes you can go like this.
And peel it off.
And it should peel off.
Roll off. And if it gets a little sticky, you can put it on the silicone mat in the fridge just to get it a little bit cooler again from the friction. My house is always very warm because I don't like being cold. It is very cold today.
So I guess we're going about this thickness.
Yeah, it's about a quarter of an inch.
Basically what I was doing was just kind of setting it in, and if you just really lightly, try not to get it with your fingernails.
See, that's why she's doing it. I'm the one with the claws.
Yes, pushing it down.
But also, this was really cute. I thought this was a little bit of a nicer touch, having that little bit of a riffly edge there, rather than we could have done the smooth. But I think they end up looking really cute.
Well, more like the traditional pie.
Exactly.
Let's see, can you see that?
Looks good.
And we'll just, I think,
keep going.
Keep going, and we'll fill it all up. Make sure that we dock all the bottoms and the sides. That will keep it from bubbling up.
I think these are so darn cute. There's just something about mini food I just love. So now we're just going to put them in a 350-degree oven for about between 10 and 20 minutes, depending on how thick you made your crusts.
Ooh, let us see.
Those look great.
Wow.
Now that our tarts are cooled, we're going to flip them out onto a cookie rack.
And they should come out easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Famous
Ooh,
last words.
Look at that. Beautiful. And then we'll be ready for our custard.
That's a good even brown.
Yes, perfect. So we're going to start with the custard. This one is super simple because we're adding everything into the NutriBullet. And the original recipe used to cook it on the stove, and then you'd have to wait for it to cool in the pie shell.
And temper the egg whites in or egg yolks in, and so it wouldn't curdle.
Yep, a lot more to it. And this comes out just as good and super simple. You can make ahead your eggs.
We're taking a little bit of recipe advice from Maria Emmerich, so we're starting with hard-boiled eggs. So here, you do that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, really? The first time you said that, I was not thinking that I was going to be on board with that.
I know, but if you actually try some of her recipes with the hard-boiled eggs.
Well, I did like the chocolate pudding, so, it made sense. But at first I was like, really, that's going to work? And it sure does.
It does. So the next thing that we're going to do is bloom some gelatin. And in here we have some the coconut milk, and it's the unsweetened from the can. So we're just going to take a bit of this, mix the coconut in with the gelatin, and let that kind of bloom per se, and then we'll heat it in the microwave after we get all the ingredients in. The next ingredient, monk fruit sweetener. So let's do that. And I don't have this memorized by heart, but I've made it enough times that I actually should. But we had to keep changing things. Back in the day when my mom used to make, which this is the whole recipe that we're trying to replicate, she used to use, because we're going to put coconut in it, and we used that like baker's coconut.
Yeah, and that was sweetened.
Sweetened and very soft, So when we made this, the first time we used coconut flakes, and they were dry and hard, so it was like
the texture was terrible.
Was weird.
And we're like, why? We love the coconut we used to put in.
Right, and then I used to, I tried doing it in the NutriBullet, but then because all it did was take those hard shards and make it turn it into grainy sand.
Yes, that was.
So I'm like, okay, that doesn't that attempt, it was tossed in the garbage.
Yeah.
And then the next thing that we tried, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take some of the coconut milk, and I'll soak the coconut flakes in the coconut milk. Ooh, that's gonna be really good. It turned into slush.
Yes.
It was like, I'm like, oh, this won't work. I couldn't even drain the coconut milk off of it. So then, last try,
final try,
used water. So equal parts water to coconut flakes, or we got some shredded coconut that was dried. It rehydrates it enough so that it's soft, almost like using fresh coconut.
Yes.
But I wasn't going to get a coconut and crack it
Oh
and start shredding
That's
it.
not easy to do. I have tried that.
There you go. Okay, so the next ingredient, we're going to do some butter powder.
Okay.
And we have some vanilla extract. Let's just get this in here.
Always makes custard taste good.
Oh, I love it. I love the smell of it. Mm-hmm. And we're going to use some coconut extract. Use a little bit more of this because we really want to infuse that coconut. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more into our gelatin mixture. And then let's put this in the microwave because we're just about ready to put this in the good old NutriBullet. We're putting it in the microwave so that all the gelatin granules definitely melt. So kind of bloomed it in the coconut milk, and now we're going to actually add a little bit more coconut milk to it.
See how it liquefied it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if you can, Can we tip it so the camera could see without it tipping out the bowl? Yeah. And then we're going to add another tablespoon to make it more of a slurry. There you go. And we're going to pour this in, the regular coconut milk, the rest of it. And we'll put the slurry in, and we're going to meet you over by the NutriBullet.
Perfect.
Make sure it's on tight.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We've had, it is your kitchen though.
That's right, thanks.
And we're going to blend this up because we need to get those eggs completely blitzed because it's really just going to give it thickness. Does that look good?
Nice and thick.
I think so. We still have to add that coconut, but the gelatin and everything is going to coagulate, of course, as we put it in the refrigerator and it sets.
Looks good. We're going to gently fold in the coconut.
That certainly smells good.
Mm-hmm. So for each tart, I think it's about 2 tablespoons, give or take, depending on how your shells turned out.
And I think you can always go back and add more after you get the initial done. Filling each tart is an art if you don't want to get it all over the sides.
Exactly.
You're doing a great job, Therese. My first attempt wasn't so pretty.
Well, I'm not done yet, so we'll see. Wow, these are looking good. They're all set up. They were in the fridge for about 20 minutes.
So for a garnish, we're going to do some of the coconut that we used earlier. This is still dried coconut. Just dry toasted.
No oil in that.
No oil. And we're just going to keep moving it around with the spatula. Coconut toasts very quickly. So
that's why you're doing this.
You do not walk away from it. See how it's getting those brown bits? This is where you have to really watch it because it will go brown to burnt very quickly.
Those look great.
So this is our toasted coconut, and honestly, you just kind of go like this because
crunch it up a little.
These are so small.
Right.
If it was a traditional coconut cream pie, I would leave them full strands. Mm-hmm. Let's get these garnished here.
Looking good.
You tell me if you want a lot or a little.
Well, I'm going to tell you that this recipe came about because at Christmas we made the traditional one that my mom used to make with full sugar and all the flour and everything, and I sat there just salivating, and I'm like, I am so denied, and I'm like, Karen, we got to do something about this, and we have got to come up with something, so next time
we can make it low
no
carb.
Problems, and our taste tester said these taste, they would never know that it's sugar-free or gluten-free.
Mm-hmm. So delicious. You can definitely taste the coconut as soon as you take a bite. The crust is very good too. Very good.
Well, I was talking to my neighbor the other day, and she said she does like coconut cream pie. So I said, okay, we've got many minis. Would you like to come and help us, demolish these? And she said, for sure. So here we go. We're going to give you a little try.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And let me know what you think. You got a little coffee there.
Okay.
Do you taste coconut?
Mm-hmm. Delicious.
Delicious.
Custard, coconut.
The crust.
I love the crust. Delicious.
Now, would you believe that there is no sugar and no flour?
No.
No?
No. How do you make it then? With what?
Well, we will let you know on our video.
Okay. Delicious.
Well, thank you for being our taste tester.
Lending your taste buds today.
Love it.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's the way to go. And then it's all about portion control.
Portion control for sure. And
Yes, yes.
This mini bite will do it. Also, you can do make little Jello or
Little hearts.
if you had little molds, if you wanted it for a special occasion. So the Jello, or you could do even like the chocolate I mean,
Yes.
I bet you could
A
color
little teeny little chocolate
color
on the top
lilies.
of that, and make it for,
Yeah.
perhaps a Valentine's Day celebration, which
or an anniversary.
we might be having. You never know.
Right, or an anniversary. You want to get us some coffee and we can test
Sounds
these
good
up.
to me.
Oh, I'm so excited. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Let's put these on there.
We have to show. We need a nice visual.
Get it
Ready?
nice and close up there.
Look at those. So pretty. I cannot wait.
Sounds good.
So,
One for me.
and what one for me. I'm not going to miss out on this.
All right, here's to our coconut cream obsession.
Oh, you've got that right. Just look at that. It's so creamy.
Creamy custard.
I love it. You guys have to try this if you're a coconut fan. That's for sure.
Even if you're not, because I am not. And we always used to say to my mom about the coconut cream pie, and we're like, well, I'm not a big coconut fan, but she didn't put too much coconut in it. And the coconut was soft, and I just liked that fluffy custard in there. And, that
And the
little bit
sugar.
well, that too, I'm sure.
And the sugar.
But I am not missing it at all.
No, I'm glad we have it back with our and able to keep our low carb lifestyle.
Sounds good.
So, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, you can like the video, you can share the video, you can ring the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next video.
Leave us a comment.
Thanks for watching.